Fred Luther is the kind of man who makes taxpayers angry.
Fred Luther.
Fred stays in trouble with the law and is a high school dropout who can barely support himself. Despite that, Fred has fathered not one, not two, but 3 children, all by different women.
If Fred couldn't take care of his first child, why would he have a second and third child?
I was confused.
At least one of Fred's kids lives on welfare, and that's why taxpayers are angry. They want the Freds of the world to work and support their own children. But how to get Fred to do that is the big question.
Another moment of silence for all our families.
A Cincinnati group says it has the answer. The group is called Genesis.
From WCPO, this is a Channel 9 News Special. Genesis, a new beginning, with reporter Stephen Hill.
This is where I grew up at, right?
This is where you grew up.
Donald Torrey was a menace to society.
And what did you sell?
Crack and some marijuana, mainly crack though.
Here in Winton Terrace, where Donald lives, he started selling marijuana when he was only 13. Then, in 1988, he became one of Cincinnati's first crack cocaine dealers.
And that first night, I think I made about $500-600.
In one night?
Yeah, it wasn't even one night. It was about 4 hours.
Donald says he made more than $1 million selling crack. Along the way, he became known for his quick temper and violence. He was always on the run.
For 2 years, I was wanted by the police. You know, and I only came out the house every time it got nighttime.
How many times did you go to jail for breaking the law?
13.
13 times.
Yep, 13 times.
Donald realized his life was going nowhere.
You get tired of getting beat up with the system, like going to jail.
Donald's drug dealing days ended in 1993. His second daughter was born, a close friend was murdered, and Donald was arrested for selling crack.
I was really searching for a job, but then I found something more than a job. You know, I found fellowship.
Fellowship sounds strange coming from a former crack dealer, doesn't it? That's what Donald found when he hooked up with a group called Genesis. He found black men helping one another overcome their problems so they could change their lives.
Another moment of silence for all our families. Kids, mothers, fathers, our families. Followed by your version of your prayer.
Genesis men meet every week, and for these street-tough black men, it often gets emotional.
I want to go on record saying I had the worst week of my life. It ain't funny either.
Stanley Daugherty talks about the dispute he had with the mother of his children.
But I had a lot of my friends standing behind me. I want to say to everybody, take your time, bro. Thanks. Thank you.
I do think that we have given birth to something here that is an extraordinary, wonderful gift to this community and to the society.
Reverend Herbert Thompson is the bishop of the Episcopal Diocese of Southern Ohio. He helped create Genesis. After the Los Angeles riots 3 years ago, the bishop concluded something meaningful had to be done to help troubled black men turn their lives around.
So Genesis gives men hope.
It gives men hope, exactly.
That they then can pass on to their families.
Pass on to their families, and also pass on to the community.
Calvin Williams directs Genesis.
I like to think that we're in the business of saving individuals or helping individuals save themselves.
Williams says the keys to doing that are a high school diploma and a good job.
Right out of the whole scheme of what we do, we recognize that a meaningful job, $6 an hour and up, is a prime part of this turnaround. I mean, you can feel good about yourself and be making all these positive choices and changes, but if you can't back that up with a serious paycheck, then chances are you're gonna slide back.
Genesis finds jobs for the men who seriously commit to changing. Companies like Sun Chemical, Inwood Automotive, and Queen City Sausage have hired some of them. In fact, more than 45 of the first 50 Genesis men now have jobs. Genesis hired Donald Torrey as its administrator. In less than 2 years, he's come a long way.
Genesis.
Remember, as a crack dealer, he made more than $1 million and spent it in the fast lane.
It's over with. I'm telling you now.
Now, payday is a lot different.
You can go back to making thousands of dollars in 1 week. And you're not even making that here. Why not go back?
There's no future in it.
His future is loving and caring for his 3 daughters. Donald is shattering the stereotype of black men abandoning their children. You must have done a lot of praying.
Yes, I did.
Marcella Torrey is Donald's mother. She says the changes in her son are for real.
So when I lay my head down at night, I'm at peace knowing that he's not in that kind of life any longer.
What you doing?
He's trying to be a productive part of society. He's working now, and
He's caring for his family.
he's caring for his family, and he's caring for himself.
Give me a kiss.
We are changing men. We trying to change men's life. Man, I'm trying to change my life. You understand what I'm saying?
Donald Torrey and many of his Genesis brothers are bonded by their experiences: crime, unemployment, hopelessness. But now, they're giving one another the strength to rise above their mistakes, to start a new beginning.
Giving birth to these people with all the possibility that means for them.
A moment of silence for the babies born addicted.
And I'm very, very excited about what all that means for them and for us.
Amen. Amen. Amen.